Right, moving on, we're going to be looking at blending now, i.e. blending modes, that we have glanced at in previous tutorials, but I want to go through all the different types of blending modes that there are available. Now, when I say I'm going to go through them all, I'm not going to give you lots of detail about them. Simply because, if you understand how blending modes work, you'll realise that they make their blending calculations by utilising mathematical formula linked to the different pixels upon the screen. Now, I'm not going to pretend to understand how all the different mathematical formula and calculations and the algorithms work, other than they do work. And really, the best thing to do to explain how they work is to show you them in action. So with this top clip here on video track 3 selected, I'll come up to my effect controls and come over to the opacity area. And within opacity, not only do you see the opacity slider that we looked at in more detail previously, but you also see this blend mode. And to the right, it's set at the moment to normal, i.e. no blending is occurring. This clip isn't blending with anything below it in the composited stacking order. But if we want to change this, of course, it's no more difficult than clicking on that drop reveal arrow and then choosing a different type. Perhaps I'll go for the first one, dissolve. Now, to my eyes, that doesn't appear to have done all that much. I'm sure it has if you really analysed it. But on this occasion, with these clips, the one on video track 3 doesn't blend so well with whatever we've got below on video track 2. So let's try something more obvious. I'll go for the next one down, darken. And you'll actually see these different blending modes are separated into distinct categories. We've got darken, multiply, color burn, linear burn, and darker color. And then you'll see the horizontal division line. And then there is that other category below. And then there's another one below that, etc. Anyway, let's try this darken. Okay, not so bad. Overall, it has made the clip below it show through slightly as a mathematical mixture of the different pixels for both. And to me, it sort of made the shot look a little bit more like it was filmed in the evening. Let's try a different one. Maybe the next one down, multiply. Wow, that's made it look much darker, although the lightness of the sky certainly seems more dramatic. Let's try some of the blending modes now from the lighten category. In fact, I'll go for lighten. Okay, very spiritual, reminds me of Ibiza. A party at dawn there. It's not a bad blend of the two. And in fact, if I toggle off the visibility for our top track, then we can see what's below it on video track 2. I quite like that effect. Certainly the strength of the sun in the top left hand corner shows through quite dramatically. Let's try another one. I'll go for color dodge. I'm not convinced it's going to work. Let's try it. No, I don't like that one. It's far too washed out. Of course we could adjust the opacity. But let's try something different. I'll run down to the next category down and I'll try overlay. Well, I do quite like that one as well. Let's try something else. I'll go for vivid light. And really, that's all I suggest you do. Just try them out with your clips. What works with mine certainly can't be guaranteed to work with yours. There's no point me saying always use this blending mode, because it's never going to work consistently across all sorts of different types of clip. It is utterly dependent on the movie footage that you've got. Now, I'm not particularly keen on that one, unless I was making a science fiction film, of course. So I'll quickly try a few more. Now, as you notice, the further down this list that you get, they seem to be a little bit more surrealistic. So I'm going to revert back then to the normal state. Okay then, so I think we now understand blending modes a little bit better, even if all we do is try them out with our distinct clips.